I mean, I don't know. It's just more so.
Because you were comparing it to like a dog, you said. You can tell when a dog has an owner and you can tell when a dog has parents.
Yes.
That was what we were talking about when we were in the car.
Right.
You were saying, like, if a woman were to tell a man that he can just do whatever he wants, he's not going to do anything at all because she just took the excitement out of it.
Well, I would say it's not necessarily a situation that they won't do anything. It's just...
It won't be as exciting anymore.
It's not even exciting. It's not... No, listen. No, excitement comes from it, but the basis of it, it's a sport.
To cheat?
No. Dealing with bitches. Dealing with women. Dealing with hoes. It's a fucking sport. Accumulating female.
Yeah, you did say something
sport.
about that. I think
like,
I kind of...
That's the one thing that people that women need to understand when it comes to something like that. Like really comes. You know what? Fuck it.
Welcome to the Pill and Jaded Show podcast. A hilarious, real, and the most controversial anti-relationship show in existence. You've been warned. Now, your host of the Pill and Jaded Show podcast, Miss Jaded and the Bitter Pill.
Microphone check. Microphone checker. Microphone check. Microphone checker.
Hey.
Microphone check. Microphone checker. It is me, the BP, and
Ms. Jaded.
We're at the pillandjadedshow.com. The pillandjadedshow.com. I'm gonna say it one more time. Pillandjadedshow.com.
Go there.
Go there. So let me tell you one thing about this show, right? As far, I don't know if I want to, what, fuck it. I'm going to do it.
Do it.
The one thing that you probably will never, don't necessarily notice when it comes to the show, and maybe you do, because sometimes you'll see there's a certain sequence, so to speak, when it comes to the vibe and energy of the show. But the one thing about the Pill and Jaded Show, I'm already fucking tripping.
You know what's funny about that?
What?
I actually went back and listened to our very first show, and you did that. And
did I?
And I was laughing at
Well, you got to, okay, so you have to understand why that happened. Though. That most likely happened because the show was new. Damn it, I'm still trying to get used to the name of the show and how to fucking present it and all of that shit. So, yeah exactly. So
what's your excuse right now?
No, okay, so the thing that I wanted to express as far as I'll say the behind the scenes when it came to the creation of we know what I'm even call it, the cultivation of the Pill and Jaded Show, because we created it first and then we had to cultivate it after that, right?
Right.
And most of that really had to do with this, just a lot of organics.
It's just a natural conversation.
Yeah, like pretty much what it is between me and Miss Jaded is that sometimes we come to record. We will literally, when we first started and decided to do this podcast, we had a whole list of probably about 50 fucking topics. Not just topics. We had the actual titles of the shows at that particular time. Yeah. Wrote small little liner notes as far as, what we're going to speak about, in the description. All of that shit. Everything was totally planned out.
Right.
Even before we dropped. Right? Even before we decided to do this shit. Like when we said, hey, man, let's do this. Right? So in this situation, the one thing that we kind of figured out is that sometimes planning is not necessarily the best thing for that particular time. And I'll explain what I mean by that. It literally is the saying that if you not have heard it, I'll tell you right now. They tell you, if you want to hear God laugh, tell him your plans. So that's the one thing that's kind of going on right now. Is that, we have production meetings for the show. We meet before we actually record. We figure, we vibe of what we're going to do in the show. We have the topic. But most of the times it's like, we'll be like right before we record, be like, hey, what's the topic?
What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
No, usually we'll just be sitting there chilling and talking, getting ready to record, and then while we're talking, something will come up that we just get on topic about, and we'll be like, damn, get on the mic.
Yeah. So shit is like totally organic. We'll have a topic, yes. But like as far as what we're going to talk about once those mics get cracked, once we crack the mics open, and even saying, hey, let's, when do we actually crack them? Man, nothing about this shit is contrived. Everything is so fucking fluid. It's so organic. It literally is a situation where we decided to say, hey, listen, the shit that we talk about is bigger than us. I mean, we've already discussed that before in a couple of the earlier shows.
Yeah.
So the reason I'm bringing this up right now is we were talking about how we're going to present the goddamn show today, and I didn't know how the fuck for real. All I know is right now.
Why are we talking about this? Let's just get on the mics like we always do, and just start talking.
And I'm in pain.
Why?
Because I'm old as fuck.
Whatever.
Not of shape.
Oh my God.
No, for real. And I got a back problem. You know what I'm saying? So right now, literally, I'm on this. I've been smoking. I ain't gonna tell you what I've been smoking. But one thing is making me feel a lot more calm, and the pain is going away.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Good stuff, huh?
It is. I'm not going to say what it is. Yeah, it could be any damn thing. It could be crack cocaine, damn it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it take away the pain, I'll smoke crack cocaine. But okay, that's a joke. That's a joke. Anyway, I'm just giving you an example to let you know as far as what my vibe is on right now. It's just the whole thing where I've just been thinking about a lot of things when it comes to our lives and everything that we're living. And that's just, I wanted to give that disclaimer out. The reason why is because I just wanted, I don't know, Miss Jaded, what am I trying to say? I talked about this shit earlier.
Oh, you want to go into that?
Yeah.
What we were talking about?
Oh, yeah, we can talk about it. Yes.
Okay. All right, well, then let's go right into it then.
Oh, you do? For real? No. Okay, so this is what it is. I call this shit blunt thoughts.
Whoa.
And the thing is that this is the show that is we're announcing officially that we never did before of blunt talks. Okay,
blunt talk.
We've had blunt talks before, but we just never announced it. But now we're doing it. So when it comes to that, man, you know what happens when you blunt thoughts rather. Not blunt. Well, this is blunt talks, but I was having blunt thoughts, and one of the blunt thoughts, right? And one of the blunt thoughts I had earlier today was, damn, as many relationships that I've been in my life, I've never really like cheated. Like I've never really, I've never cheated on the women that I have been with, even when I got accused for doing so. Which damn near every woman probably accused me for cheating. Almost every woman.
Why would they think you were cheating?
Because that's a whole nother fucking subject. Because these are women that are conditioned. Honestly, to be very honest with you, these are fucking women that have already got cheated on. They probably got cheated on by the motherfucker that they were with before they got to me. Before I was dealing with them. So they just automatically thought that I was going to do the same. However, they didn't just accept the fact that I was going to do the same.
Oh. What?
If you're immune to a nigga fucking around on you, and you dealing with a new dude, you might as well just think he gonna fuck around on you too.
Well, they do think that. That's why they accused you.
Exactly. Even if that's not the case. And that's the thing that I was thinking about in my past relationships, is the fact that none of these women, no, there's only 2 women that I've had in my past relationships who did not accuse me of cheating. Or it's pretty amazing. Because the only reason why I would think that a woman would feel that way is because she kept dealing with that particular type of trauma before, with men before who have done that in their relationship.
Or
what?
People will do that when they're feeling guilty.
Oh, hold on. Slow down, girl. Slow the fuck down.
Whoa.
Slow down.
I didn't realize I was going fast.
You were, because I'm just talking about my blunt thoughts, and now you're talking about something we should make a fucking topic about.
I was just throwing an or out there.
No, that's a very good or. You're right. But that's not where my
row with it.
Picture me rowing. You know what I'm saying? That's not what my blunt thought was at that particular time.
Oh,
I wasn't thinking about that shit then. I'm just thinking about simple shit like, damn, you know what? I ain't really realized, I ain't never really, damn, I've been in relationships. I ain't really cheated on none of these women. Why? I'm thinking something's wrong with me. I should have cheated on them bras.
yeah, because they were accusing you of doing it.
Yes, absolutely. Who's that?
If I'm going to pay for the hell of it, then why am I not doing
right.
it?
I might as well have fun right now in hell.
Right.
Fucking install the goddamn AC in this hot motherfucker. Shit, I'm going to be here, gonna be comfortable. Might as well. I mean, that's really what, it's like that meme you probably seen on social media right now. It says, ex-girlfriend, what you doing? you know the WTD.
WYD.
The YD, I'm sorry. WYD, you're right.
We can see you don't use that a lot.
No, exactly. The WYD.
WYD.
Yeah, it says WYD from the ex-girl.
That's my favorite thing to send a guy because I think it's so funny.
What?
That they always do. So I'm like, fuck it.
Oh, you send it back to her? Oh my God, look at you. Like reverse psychology and shit.
I'm awful about that. I'll just be like WID.
Making him feel like he the hoe, right? Clutching his pearls. Oh my God, why is he so aggressive? That's what that shit is.
No.
But
no.
So the meme, going back to the meme that we're talking about, says ex-girlfriend, WID, me, everything you accused me of.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one. I've actually seen, yeah.
Right.
That was perfect.
Perfect.
It was.
And the funny thing about that shit is I was just thinking about that scene. So I was like, God, that's yeah, okay. I get it. I understand that now. But when it came to that shit, I was just like realizing like, man, you know what? And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. All right. I think cheating is fuck shit. I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't support it. I don't support cheating.
So proud of you.
No, it has nothing to do about me being a man of dignity. No, it had shit about to do with nothing. You know what it simply had to do with?
What?
The fact of if I'm willing to give up my life of being able to do and fuck whoever the fuck I want to at any fucking time I want to be with you exclusively, then I am really here for you and me. I'm here for us because I don't have to deal with you. Not you. I don't have to be with you. you thinking you may be looking at me like it's a privilege that you accepted me. Nah, that's not how I looked at it. I'm looking at it like, yo, I'm like, it's also a privilege that I'm accepting you because I'm only willing to deal with you exclusively. Knowing I don't have to, number one. And B, I wasn't before I met you. So I'm really, when I'm into a woman, I'm into her. And as long as you do the things that you know that will keep me, to be very honest with you, there's nothing you can do that will just keep me wanting to deal with you. It's not. The reason why I say that is, even if you stop fucking giving me that bomb ass head you was giving me on the second date and shit and beyond, yeah, even if you stop doing that shit, I'm still not gonna be looking for that shit. Why? Because I made the decision to be here with you. And no, don't worry, we're gonna work that shit out. We're gonna be like, oh, wait a minute now. You do realize you wasn't sucking this dick the way you did on the fucking second date, right? What's happening? Like, for me, just dealing with just thinking about that situation, I'm like, damn, I ain't never cheated on these chicks, even though I should, even though I could have just did it anyway, because I would have dealt with the same fucking issues that I dealt with them when they were accusing me. So that's why I say I don't believe in cheating. Cheating is bullshit. The reason why, specifically men, we're talking about the men here, because Ms. Jaded, I want to get your perspective rather, from a female's aspect. But for men, bro, if you know you still love pussy, if you know you're not ready to give up the option of getting pussy and just having the options of being able to be around a whole bunch of pussy, or picking pussy, or grabbing pussy, growing pussy, whatever the fuck it is.
You making a new song? Because you've said it like 20 times now. No,
I'm not. But what I mean by that is, single men, let's just be 100 with it, all right? Being single, we have the liberty, so to speak, the privilege of looking at women like it's a sport, like it's a craft, an art. You know what I mean?
No, but I'm really, really, really patiently waiting to hear what that means.
What I mean by that is,
I'm interested in knowing.
When it's a sport, you got, if you're trying to be an elite athlete in that sport, you're going to work on your craft. You're going to work on, you know what I mean? You're going to do whatever it needs to do to become the biggest and the best. What I mean by that is that, I'm sorry, ladies, I'm going to be very honest with you. Women, and I'm just going to speak how we speak, okay? Because every motherfucker think he a damn pimp. Let's be honest, all right? Especially when you're single, you can do what you want to do. We all think we pimps and shit, and we look at all women as bitches in a very respectful manner. That's just the way we talk. We just talk like that. So, and we can, like, literally, we'll have so much respect for the chick that we did. Hey, man, don't be disrespecting my bitch, dog. That's my bitch, dog. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You can't call her no, like, a motherfucker will defend his wife and still call her bitch. Not a bitch, but my bitch. She's my bitch. That's just what it is. That's how dudes talk amongst each other. When we're young, when we're old. That's just how it is. Ladies, I'm giving you some really inside information that is going to offend you. But you know what? Don't get offended. If you really want to know about men, listen and learn. Because you don't think that we motherfucking know that y'all call us your little pet names and shit too? That motherfucker, that nigga, these niggas, whatever the fuck. You all do the same shit. We know that. A lot of men, especially men who, grew up with a whole bunch of women. He's heard it before. So we know that. So based upon the fact, yes, we look at women and the pursuit of women, the sport of women. You guys are a sport to us. You are. And a lot of motherfuckers are really trying to conquer that sport. They're really trying to really just work on their skills when it comes to that sport. And every man goes through that phase when he's trying to do so. And my thing is this. If you know that you got an unapologetic man who does that, y'all, women, y'all call them players, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what we are. But you have to understand most of us are that way. But there's certain men that are very smart in being in that realm. Well, all men are, but there's certain men that take particular positions, very smart positions, knowing that they're that way, and certain men that don't. And you know the ones that don't? The motherfuckers that go out and get married. The motherfuckers that go out and get in these fucking relationships thinking that, and telling that woman that he's going to marry her, knowing that you're still involved in the sport.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You're still an athlete. Do you realize?
There's some women that will definitely agree with that.
You're still in training. And I don't mean like training like you're still learning, or maybe you are, but more so like a boxer's training. You're still, trying to reach that level of excellence. But then you go out and get married to a woman who thinks, and you make her think that it's only going to be you and her.
Baby, but you're the only one.
Exactly. That type of shit. When you don't have to be in that. But for myself,
just you and me.
Yeah, when I was in those situations, for one thing, even when I was in those relationships, I never said that shit. I never tried to convince her of anything. My thing is that, listen, you
shouldn't have to convince anybody of anything.
You're very right, but most
so natural. You shouldn't have to say all the things that are said sometimes.
But most men do. Remember the last episode. Motherfuckers, the dude telling this girl everything that she wanted to hear as opposed to what she wanted to know. Why? Because, it's drama, but it sounds real good.
Yep.
So in my situations, I never, I tell women, listen, you know what type of motherfucker I am. So if I'm fucking with you, I'm only fucking with you. I'm not saying I'm done with, done playing. I'm just on retirement right now. And when I'm retired, I have no reason to go back. Don't give me a reason to go back. Unfortunately, those women did.
And here you are, single again.
Absolutely.
And loving every minute of it.
Well, it's not about the fact of me loving every minute of it. I'm just doing what I've always done. And every single ex right now, listen, if you think I'm bullshitting, because I've already talked to them. Some of them didn't even know about the podcast, and I told them about the podcast, and they looked it up, and they're like, what the fuck, nigga, that's you? Yes, it is. So long story short, I can talk to every single one of my exes right now. Not all of them. One I ain't talking to. But 98.9% of my exes right now, including my motherfucking baby mama. And they are willing to vouch for everything I'm saying right now. And they will do it live on the Pill and Jaded Show. They've already said it. I want to be your next guest. I'm like, slow down. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, literally.
Oh, Lord. Can you imagine?
But it's the whole thing. It's like, yo, there's some. That's what made me think about that shit. That's what made me think like, damn, I ain't never cheated on these chicks. And then, they ain't, some of them accused me of that way. I don't know. But the thing about it is, man, we just getting to the aspect of fucking cheating, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Getting to the aspect of cheating. So
we're going to talk about cheating?
Might as well, that we've been talking about this shit. Well, I was getting my blunt thought. Fuck it, we're going from blunt thought to blunt talk. So, Miss Jaded, I'm very curious because you were just listening, to my story. What's your view on what I was speaking on?
Well, I think that a lot of women jump quickly, like just jump to the conclusion because of maybe a man's behavior changed a little. But that could just mean like he's in a mood or something. But women take to little things like that and they try to add them up in their heads to make it something, and then they start searching, and when they start searching, they're going to find something, and it's going to be something that meant nothing, but they're going to turn it into something. So I just think that, like, instead of being so worked up, like, stressed out about things like that, I think that everyone should just let it go. Like, women should just let it go. Don't even think about it. Because if you don't think about it, then you're not going to be worried. You're not going to be worried about where he is or who he's talking to or anything like that, which I don't get that anyway. But you know what I mean?
That's very, but no, I understand what you mean by that.
Like, I just think that can't be like a happy life when you're like completely stressed out thinking that your husband's cheating and that bothers you so much. But if you just let it go, like be like, fuck it.
You can't let it go though.
If he is. If he isn't, he isn't.
You can't do that. I'm going to tell you why women can't do that shit.
Why?
Most women can't do that shit. It's because most women get into relationships for selfish reasons. In every fucking aspect of connection between a man and a woman, the woman is always in control. Always.
In control?
In control.
How?
Let's break it down.
Okay, let's break it down.
You can't talk to a woman unless she talks to you first. Hell, let's look on these dating sites. And the actual description on the dating sites, it specifically says, a lot of women specifically actually say, yeah, I don't fucking respond first. A smart man like myself would say, oh, she's coming into this interaction and her whole agenda is to be and maintain control. Because you look at him reaching out to you as a power play. That you won. You're up on. So these women can't just let it go because they came into this relationship in the first place wanting to maintain control. And her thinking that he is dealing with another woman, specifically another woman. Hey, shit, someone be dealing with another man. Doesn't matter. But the whole thing that woman is thinking is that he is with another person that is now influencing him more than me. And now this motherfucker is basically he can be conflicted between where his control is going to be. Which chick or whoever he want to deal with, which one he wants to be with. I came into this situation to control this nigga. And what I mean by controlling him is just maintaining control of the relationship. So if he deals with another woman, because she's a woman, she's going to think that other woman that he's dealing with is doing the same thing. Trying to knock his hoe from him. That's why women call mistresses home wreckers. You wrecked my home. No, this motherfucker just chose up with me. That's all it was. He chose up with me. And you not mad at him. You mad at me, calling me the home wrecker. Why? Because I'm a woman and you a woman. And bitch, I know why he had you. I know why you got with his ass. The same threat that you have because I'm a woman too and I know your fucking game. And it is to conquer, to maintain control of everything that has to do with your relationship.
I don't think women are like that.
No. Consciously, they don't realize what they're doing. Subconsciously, that's exactly what they're doing. And the thing about that, that's what it is. That's why women cannot fathom the aspect of her man. She is actually making a man, when she accepts marriage from a man, she's making him commit or rather, I don't even think she's believing him. What she's doing is she's putting him in debt. Now she has the power. And that power has to do with, oh, if you want to marry me, okay, you know damn well you can't fuck another bitch ever, another woman ever in life other than me. Unless we have some, our understandings as far as how we do our little things.
Mutual agreements.
Mutual agreements, you know what I'm saying? But most, westernized, traditional marriage, the relationships, they're not like that at all. It's me and you and that's it, right? So with that being said, by her doing that, no damn well, just biologically, the male species can't be with just one woman anyway. And she knows that. But the whole thing is that she can basically use that as leverage that when he fucks up, I can use that to gain even more control over the relationship. Because when the motherfucker fucks up, gets caught cheating or whatever, and let's just be honest, a lot of you...
because women get like all emotional.
No, we're not talking about what they go through. We're talking about what they, at the end of the day, what they actually end up doing. Wife that is invested, married, whatever thing, and he, especially if he's a man of certain level of value or attraction or whatever, she knows that she's got pretty good product out there when it comes to her man. He's a good motherfucker to any bitch out there, because I know the fucking, as women always say, it's slim pickings out there. And women know there's slim pickings. Well, I got me a good one. Oh, no, she's going to make sure she stands on that shit like a fucking rock and make sure none of y'all bitches get him. And with that being said, that's the reason why she stays when he does fuck up.
But he chose to go into that marriage.
No, we're going to get into that in a minute. You're absolutely right. In fact, we started that way. I'm just talking about from an aspect of ladies. Understand. At least me, I know what y'all thinking when it comes to that. Fellas, listen up. This is what women are thinking, when they trying to get you to marry them. So with that being said, seeing that situation and she gains that leverage, knowing she's going to fuck up and she stays, that man automatically knows I am basically completely submitting myself to this woman now, because she has something against me and she took me back. She gave me redemption when I did something that was low. And because she gave me that redemption, I owe her my life, because men are very honorable men. I mean by just, nature, men are very...
just go do it again. Like, damn, I got away with it once. Those,
that's a different story, because those aren't men. But I'm just saying, naturally, males are very honorable. That's why they fight to the death, when it comes to a person trying to, dishonor them, or whatever, disrespect, whatever. By nature, they are. But a lot of motherfuckers, that's a different thing. So when they do that, when a woman is willing to do that, automatically he submits to her and say, okay, you know what? You run everything now, because I fucked up. You got something on me and I don't want you to leave. That type of thing. Shout out to Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. But when he fucked up, he gave his woman a $4 million ring. His engagement, we bought that girl when he married her, wasn't even worth that. And we're near.
And I'm sorry.
And she stayed.
Sometimes be expensive.
Right. They know that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers know that. For me, I am not willing to put myself in that motherfucking situation whatsoever. I'm not willing to be no woman's bitch at all. Because I'm not trying to fuck up in the situation I choose to be in. Going back to the men. Like you said.
Yeah.
You chose to be there, fool.
Yeah. You chose that. You didn't have to get married. I mean, was she like pressuring you to get married?
But you do realize we talked about this in prior episodes.
I know. Just saying, you don't have
a lot of these I told them, I'm going to say it again. You motherfuckers are weak. You're weak.
Because they get married?
No.
Oh, because they cheat?
Well, let me tell you like this. Yeah, because they fucking get married. Because they're doing something specifically in this area you don't have to do. You didn't have to marry that girl. If you knocked her up, you didn't have to marry her. Just because she said this, there's another dude that want to be with her, you still didn't have to marry her. She catered to your ego. And once a woman caters to a man's ego, there we go. She pretty much owns that motherfucker then. Because if she can cater to your ego, she can manipulate that as well. She can make you feel guilty for shit you probably ain't even done yet. Instead of saying, hold on. I'm a man within my own capacity. I don't need anything from you. In fact, I'm a type of person that I am trying to be exactly who I want to attract. If I want this high valued woman who's this, that, and the third, and she's beautiful, then I'm working on myself to be that. And if I know I'm reaching on that particular level and I'm probably on a certain higher plateaus than what the majority of the dating, pool is, then I have a certain level of leverage, of value. I don't need to fucking marry you. That's what I'm saying. Most motherfuckers that do that shit, in my opinion. Because when we first, we didn't, because we did off
you think they just get married too soon? Like, why would they? I mean,
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Let me tell you like this. The older you get, the less fuck you gives. The less fucks you give, rather. The older you get.
That's true.
So a lot of the things that are very essential when you're younger, when it comes to the type of woman or man, ladies, that you're dealing with, that's not too much of something that you're going to really evaluate because you're young and you're dumb.
You're not thinking about that.
You're not thinking about nothing. All you're thinking about is what feels good.
And looks good.
But no, I'm going to tell you. Initially, you're right. What looks good. Because unfortunately, we think whatever looks good is going to feel good too.
Right.
A lot of times, especially guys, come on, we've all been through those situations. A lot of times, what don't look good at all feels the best. You know what I'm saying?
God.
For real, man. But anyway, no, just go back to this cheating shit, man. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Miss Jaded? I need a woman's perspective in this situation. You know what I mean?
So I'm curious about something.
What's up?
What if women were to be like, tell their husbands, hey, if you want to go out with someone else, if you want to be with another woman, I don't have a problem with that. How do you think a man would react to that? Like, how do you honestly think he would react to that?
Whoa. Oh, my goodness. Okay, check this out here, all right? I would say for myself, I know how the fuck I would react initially. And the main reason how I know I would react initially is the fact of, I don't know. I think, honestly, in my situation, seriously, it really would depend on as far as how the woman actually approached it. Like, if she, how can I say, if I felt like that she was saying it from some type of tactic that she's using, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some type of reverse psychology tactic or whatever, and I can tell because I feel energy, so I know my woman when, as far as the way that she's communicating with me specifically verbally, whether
what she's actually saying.
Yeah, like, and just her energy. I'll be like, you seem really contrived telling me this shit. So it's like,
no, but like, what if a woman just told you that like early on?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Same thing. It was just thank you. I was about to say that shit. If it came early on, I don't even think it's necessarily her telling me that. like I said, it all depends on how she presented the situation. Now, in your situation, how you described, I would kind of like look into that. I would question that shit, and I probably wouldn't
test the theory.
No, I wouldn't. It's not about testing the theory. Because the first thing a man would probably say is like, "Why are you telling me this?" Because that's something men don't hear. You know what I'm saying? Why are you saying this? Like, what's they're going to think there's some type of angle there, and a lot of men probably, and a lot of women, there is an angle there. Like I said,
or
but
men will think, "Whoa, you must be doing that. That's why you're saying it to me."
Yeah, that's probably one thing as well.
Yeah.
So.
Not always the case, but
no. But if like I said, if a woman approached me of that and she not necessarily said, "Hey, listen, go do what you want to do, just don't do this," and giving me kind of rules and regulations about my infidelity,
boundaries,
right? If she approached me more of, "Hey, listen, I don't believe in those boundaries. I don't like. For me, I know how I am, and if I'm with you, I'm gonna be with you." But you're a fucking man. And I know how men are. And I've actually heard this from certain women that I have dated who come from different countries. A lot of these other, countries have a different ideology, or the women realize, males are going to be males.
Yeah.
And it's more, they accept that. So if a woman came at me that way, which, it sort of happened and be like that before. But they was like, y'all motherfuckers are gonna be men. Y'all cheat. I know that. It's whatever. Like I'm not tripping on that
cheating.
Shit. Exactly.
It's not cheating at that point. Not if the woman is just like, sometimes it can even go unspoken. Like they'll just understand. He'll know that she's just like not going to ask any questions. She's just.
But it's not even about the situation of not asking questions, because it's more so. I'm talking about the two people who are very, very candid with each other.
Yeah.
So it's not about asking questions. There are women out there
that actually discuss it.
It's not even about necessarily discussing it. Understand what I'm saying? Like I had described, it is literally a few women out there. There's women out there that basically tell you, I know how men are. It's not a discussion as far as, hey, what's going. No, y'all can be on a second date, and just you guys are having the conversation about the truth between cats and dogs. You know what I'm saying? Venus and Mars, that type of shit, and her giving her philosophy on what she thinks about men, and you giving your philosophy on what you think about women. You know what I mean? Just really vibing amongst each other. And she, reveals, or it's not a revelation, but no, she expresses as far as, her mentally what she thinks about men and how they are, and she accepts them for what they are. You know what I mean? Period. So it's like, okay, she automatically, and probably had a lot to do with her culture, that men are not monogamous, because for whatever reason they're not. You know what I mean? They just expect that's going to happen, whether it doesn't or does.
Right, because it may not happen.
Right.
But if it does, then.
So that's the thing. But the fucking crazy shit is.
What are you going to do? Move to a different man and have it happen again?
No, right. That's the point. But when you having pretty much what you just got finished expressing, what if a woman came to you like this, if she would have come to me basically saying that, hey, listen, I don't even, like I told you, I don't believe in monogamy. I know where the concept came from. Doesn't mean I don't practice it, and I haven't practiced it, but it doesn't mean I believe in this shit, because that's not how I'm seeing it. You know what I mean? I'm not obligating myself to any woman, even if I'm with her. So whether I do anything or I don't, if I'm with you, I choose not to do that, to be with no other chick. Number one, for myself, has a lot to do with, I don't want another headache of another fucking broad in my life. I'm already dealing with, I'm not looking at you like my woman is giving me problems. I'm looking at me like these females is tripping. So if you giving me issues and you give me headaches, any other woman that I go to that's supposed to take away that headache, that's her shtick. That's her agenda. That's her game. Because a chick is fellas, you already know the best way to get side pussy is letting side pussy know your main pussy ain't good pussy. And I don't necessarily mean sexually. I'm talking about letting this other woman know that the woman you have right now is not treating you right. So you're looking for someone that is some affection. That's why men go to other women, and women know why they come to them. And they're not looking, because they're looking at it like, motherfucker, oh, for real? Oh, she ain't doing. Boom. Guess what? I'm over here single as fuck, and I got 2 kids, and they baby daddies ain't shit. I'm trying to have a motherfucking wife me up or give me some of the benefits of that shit. And dumb motherfuckers do. That's why they have the main chick and the side chick. The wife and the mistress. That's corny to me.
Say it again.
To me, it's just fucking corny.
There you go.
Because you don't have to do that shit. But to answer your question, if a woman takes away, well, basically, if a woman does that and comes to, it's like, oh, fuck it, I ain't tripping on that shit. What are we doing? I'm focused on us. I don't give a fuck what else you doing, outside. Just make sure you bring home the fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Handle me the way you need to be, I want to be handled. And I'll do the exact same thing to you. So if a woman came to me like that, right. Most women ain't gonna do that shit, especially in the westernized world. But in your particular question, if that happened to me, it would literally be me thinking, wow, and if any other woman really organically just accepted that shit, they would have conquered the fucking game when it came to having a husband who is really happy with you. Because what you basically did by saying, I ain't tripping on that type of shit. I mean, for real, I'm letting you know I ain't fucking no other niggas or bitches or whatever, but shit, you a man, I'm a woman. It's not in my nature to do that. It's in y'all nature to do that. So if you want to do that shit, fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping on this shit. I'm not even telling you what to do. I ain't telling you not to. I ain't telling you to.
I'm not trying to change you one bit.
Thank you. Just make sure you just keep making me feel the way I love to be felt. And I'll do the same. That's the deal, right? Okay, cool. But what you do, if you tell a man straight up that and you really mean it, you have literally erased the excitement, the invigoration, the thrill, the tantalizing feel, the euphoria, the high of the sport that we're still playing. Because the whole aspect, like I said, fucking with bras is a sport to men. We're gatherers, right? We're the hunters. So hunting women, that's what we love. That's just in us. But if they decide to be with you and they're making you think that, they're telling you that I'm going to be with you exclusively, knowing they probably not. But if they do, if you tell them, dude, I don't give a fuck.
You don't have to do that.
You don't do all that bullshit.
You don't have to do all that.
You take away the fucking you take away the spirit of the sport. It ain't gonna be fun no more. What's the use of me having a whole bunch of bitches and I got a wife at home who don't give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I really chasing?
But she's still there for you when you come home.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But I'm saying is that it literally, there's a taboo behind what they would call quote unquote cheating. And the taboo is, that's the reason why men do it. That's the reason why men fuck around with other women. That's the reason why they cheat. It's fun. It's exciting. It's a thrill to that shit. Period. It's a fucking thrill.
Interesting.
It's like a fucking drug.
You think women feel the same way?
No.
Why do you think women cheat?
I would say this. It could be for a couple of reasons. And it can be specifically for a couple. 2 reasons. In my opinion, a woman fucks another dude in the man. She cheats on her man for 2 reasons and 2 reasons only.
Okay, what are those 2 reasons?
1, she is seeking some type of emotional connection and equating the sex along with it, because women combine their sexuality with their emotion.
Why would she be seeking an emotional connection with someone else if she's with a man already?
Because it's the same. It's the same situation. Why he probably got to. No, actually, it's not. It's not the same. I'm just telling you 2 reasons why women cheat. I'm not going to go into what the issues these motherfuckers have in their relationship.
All right.
All right, because that's
okay. So number 1,
we can talk about anybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their different issues,
right?
But that number 1 reason is that you
an emotional connection.
You want to have you're looking, you're searching, you're feeling, whatever. Really, you're trying to compensate for this motherfucker not being here. And you trying to and he can be doing everything else for you. See, that's where you're out of pocket like that, lady. But that's a whole nother story. He could be handling everything, giving you everything you want as far as everything that you actually asked for and needed in a fucking husband, a provider, and a protector. But the fact that he fucking another broad has you up in a tizzy, because it's usually that's what happens.
So they go find an...
Yeah, because he's not there because he may be spending his time. He can be spending his time anywhere, but she's automatically going to be thinking that he's spending all of his extra time with this chick or that chick or whoever.
Right.
Because every woman thinks, and I don't give a fuck what y'all want me to think. You're fucking. I'm right when I tell you this shit. That every time a man ain't where she knows him to be, he thinks he with another motherfucking broad.
Yeah,
You're not even thinking about the fact that he could be fucking, his car can be upside down in a ditch somewhere on his way to the fucking hospital. He don't answer that phone. He'll answer them texts, whatever the shit. He ain't coming through that door by that particular time. Whatever.
How many women actually pick up the phone? And I mean, I've done it before. Called hospitals.
That's dope.
Because you get worried about someone when.
Hey, listen.
Especially if everything's cool between you. It's like
there's so many women don't even think on that level. They just think that he's with another bitch. So because of that, that's the second reason why women cheat. Revenge. Women, hell, hath no fury, but a woman scorned.
Owie. Oh. Huh.
So, fellas, that's another reason why these motherfuckers stay in these relationships.
Because they're both doing it.
No, well, not necessarily that, but really, like I said, a lot of these motherfuckers is weak. And they stay in that shit. Why? Because they got themselves dug so fucking deep in this goddamn hole, they can't get themselves out. And even if they do get themselves out, they know the wrath they're going to have to deal with from her afterwards. Because hell hath no fury, but a woman's scorn. So even though it's like
women are evil,
right? That's why a lot of these motherfuckers won't leave their wives because they know I can't do this no more. And he want to end it. Basically, he takes his control back. He takes his fucking control back by saying, "No, I'm going to determine where this relationship goes now, and it ends today because I'm out of here. I can't do this no more." They know how, like you said, how evil their women are. If they fucking feel betrayed or feel hurt or whatever.
Women are evil?
Do I believe so? No. I believe all women have a diabolical side, and all women admit that shit. They do. I know they do. Yeah, that's what I say. Women, we know that shit because some of us have experienced the shit, and so a lot of these dudes are afraid.
I have a bratty side. Like I have a stubborn bratty side.
Right, but you don't understand that. That's intensified. How you call it is not how a man sees it. He sees it like, this bitch lost her fucking mind, bruh. The fuck? I mean, for real. Like, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I think the second reason.
No, because you know me. I'm the type of person that I'll talk to someone right away if, like, I won't let things just linger.
I understand that. But
let's have a conversation.
There's a reason why you said you have a bratty side. I'll just take it from there. You know what I'm saying? We know what that shit means. Yeah, I'm cool up until this point, but you get me to this point, oh, I'm your worst fucking nightmare, Paul. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We know that.
Men know that.
So I know why women, I'm okay. So let me ask you
I think all women are like that.
Yes, but let's get back to your question though, about the reasons why. Do you think women cheat? So you heard the two answers from me. What do you think about that? Because you're a woman.
You said emotional and revenge. Now I could see the revenge one.
Oh yeah,
I can. I've never done. I've never. I've never felt like I needed to get that type of revenge on someone.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, but so many women do. Like a chick will fuck your best friend, man. She'll fuck you. You know what I'm saying? She'll fuck your homeboy at the gym and shit like that just because you pissed her off. However, that's not necessarily her issue, because these motherfuckers that are close to you that fuck your broad are just as horrible as she is. They was hating on you the whole time.
Oh yeah.
So I understand how that shit go too. So that's the whole shit with the whole, I don't know, the cheating thing, man. I don't get it.
I just think that it shouldn't even exist.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you know how it won't, I want to see how it won't exist, but.
Well, I just think that people shouldn't be so uptight about something like that. I mean, they were sleeping with people before it's not like you're the only woman he's ever been with.
But he's telling you, I'm the only man you're the only woman ever going to be with from this point on. That's the issue. That's the problem.
So if men were honest, then women wouldn't have anything but a choice to accept it or not accept it.
Yes. That's the whole aspect. Men don't feel like they can be honest to women. We talk about this shit all the time. But we do.
Women aren't that scary.
But no, bullshit. It's not about being scary. A lot of fucking women they're just really, really, really emotionally invigorated. And when you tell a woman the truth and you are being 100, she looks at you as being mean, insensitive, mean-spirited, insensitive, an asshole, a dick, with all this other shit. Because she feels like you're attacking her emotions. And that's the problem. And and it's even more of a problem when you got these sweet macking motherfuckers out here who got a goddamn $1 million mouthpiece that can still tell a woman the truth in a very smooth, small, suave way, a way that she can understand it. You know what I mean? Because he's really, really in tune as far as how to communicate with a woman to have her understand his direct stance as a man.
Yeah.
But when you are that way, when you were talking their language, even though you're trying to make them understand your language, now she thinks, oh, he manipulated me. Oh, he was just sweet talking to me and telling me what I wanted to hear. And it's like, no, not necessarily telling you what you want to hear. We understand that we have to tell it in a way that you can understand, a way you're going to be receptive, a woman is not going to be receptive to a man really being direct. How a man is direct with another man, she's not going to accept, him being somewhat that way to her.
Right.
There's no punches hold. I'm not sugarcoating anything. I'm not trying to pepper it up and make it nice. I'm getting to the fucking point. And you as a woman need to understand this is how men communicate. Men from little boys have been raised to...
We've talked on this. You're
Have
absolutely
we?
right. Yes. Yeah. They have been raised to learn how to, or know how to
communicate with
a woman.
Right.
And
we in little girl. Let me ask you, Miss Jaded.
No.
Have you growing up?
No. And that's the reason why I have a lot of conversations with my daughters about men. And just like to give them a little bit of insight so that they're not so judgmental. Because I wasn't taught that. I had to learn all that on my own. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
We just weren't taught that. Like, we weren't taught about how to.
Not even how to communicate with a man, but little girls weren't even taught growing up how to actually relate to a man, how to actually connect with a man. Really, the only way that women are able to know that is they learn it from their fathers who teach them that. Like I always say, the mother teaches her child how to be a woman. The father, the good little girl, the father teaches the daughter how to be treated by a man.
Yeah.
So
sometimes it's the uncles and the grandfather
any positive male role model.
Right.
When I say dad, I mean the father figure.
Yeah.
Period.
No, I get that.
So they don't know that shit. So you don't even know that men have an actual voice. Like we want to. Do you? Man, I forgot what I was on someplace on social media where a young lady, somebody had made a really dope video, whatever, explaining as far as how men's feelings and things of that nature. And this woman literally posted and said, "This is so deep. I feel like shit because I didn't even know that men had feelings."
What?
Yeah. And she was serious.
We had a conversation. We had a conversation off the mic about something like that. Like we were actually talking about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
man.
were laughing at me because I was like, it took me a long time to realize that men actually loved, felt love. I didn't think men felt love the way.
We don't feel like a way a woman does.
Not the way a woman does, but I didn't think, for the longest time, I didn't even think men really
had the capability of doing so.
Right.
Yeah.
Not to theirs was more of a.
It was a different type. Listen.
I'm going to protect you, but not you. I don't know how to explain it, and then I realized I was like, oh damn, oh. I'm
gonna give you some man code right now.
Man code.
Shout out, rest in peace to Patrice O'Neal. Because I always have said this, but he was the first comedian who actually said it publicly on a public scale, and he said women and men don't love the same. So when a man really loves you, he's fucking depressed. When he's trying to get on the same level you are when it comes to love, it's like this is I'm too deep. But when a man likes you, a man's like is equivalent to a woman's love.
Oh, well, then I just want a man to like me.
I mean, really like you. Like, I like this shit. You know what I'm saying? He said the same shit. When a man likes you.
You can tell when a man likes you.
No, it's different, though. Because this is the difference. Usually when a man really likes you, he want to lock you down. And you know what happens? He locks you down, makes you his girl. Y'all go do a whole bunch of shit, and y'all really know who each other are. And you really figure that, damn, there's a lot of things that you're disconnecting on, and that's when the motherfucker start love you, because that's when he tells you, I love you. He's in love. I love you. And he's fucking depressed because it's like you're not the same fun fucking chick that I liked before.
So what changed?
The fact that they decided, well, because it may have been her initiation. Where are we going? What are we doing here? Why don't we go move in together? Why don't we do this together? And he doesn't be like, whoa, hold on. Like, I'm still trying to figure this shit out. I'm still trying to figure out, can I like you for the rest of my life?
That's a little bit important.
Right. Because I'm giving up all of this. I'm giving up being a free single man.
Right.
In order to be exclusively with you.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I would have to, I have to really, really, really get to know someone. Like,
that's my thing. So it's like, can I like this chick for the rest of my life? You know what I mean? Like, is she the type of person that would just still be exactly how they are now? Not necessarily as far as, just what they do, just how they are as a person.
Right.
I know what type of person this woman is. I know the character that she has. It's not in her character to do all the other fuck shit that I've experienced other women doing before me. So men are very, very skeptical. We were very, we still analytical. Not analytical in a point where, we mind fuck ourselves like a lot of women do when they get analytical. But shout out to you Virgos, you fucking psychos. But to a point where it's like I said, I need to still have some time with this woman to learn her character.
Right.
Because if I know her character, based upon the consistency of dealing with each other on so many different levels over and over again. There's
over a long period of time.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's no system to it. Like, you guys don't just do the same shit. No, like, you guys, it's a whole adventure y'all do. Y'all have, go fun with each other, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And
life.
Right. That's when a man says, you know what? I think I can fucking like this woman for the rest of my life. A real dude's gonna think that shit. Other motherfuckers who are like, yeah, I like her, but shit, she's gonna want more. I mean, he's not gonna be real with himself, because he still has the choice to say, hey, you know what? I see this woman as this, and I'm gonna let her know this. But is she gonna be the one to understand as far as how I feel about her? It's not going to be within the same context as how she feels about me. It doesn't mean I feel less for her or what have you. But does she know how to communicate with a man, with me? That's how a man maintains just liking a girl. Because she does. Or at least understands. Or at least is trying to learn. Be a student. And then he figures she got it all fucking figured out. And realize that this shit that y'all trying to build is bigger than you, girl. So stop trying to make the whole fucking relationship all about you, because you're the one that maintained control from the beginning. It's time for you to relinquish that control to a man that deserves it. Ladies, this is the definition of submission. It is not a weakness. It's a strength for women. And that's where a lot of issues happen. Because a woman doesn't have that particular concept of what submission is. And that means if you decide to take that motherfucker, because understand this, you in control as far as whether you take this man's hand in marriage, you know what I mean? Or allow him to take your hand in marriage or be in a relationship, you still have the control whether you choose to have this motherfucker exclusively or not.
Well, so when at that point, you both are in control of your decision.
No, I'm talking about like initially.
Oh, okay.
So if that's the case, then I need to learn his language too, just as much as he learns mine. It's only fair. I need to relinquish that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that's fair. I mean,
to let him have a voice just as much as pretty much shit I've always had one. So that's the thing. When it comes to this cheating shit, to double all the way back, this is where it just kind of, where it transpires. But you're talking to a man that doesn't believe in monogamy, so I really don't understand cheating. I understand why men do it.
But that's what's crazy though. When I hear you say that, but like you say you don't believe in monogamy, you don't understand cheating, but you've never cheated on someone. What
is considered to be cheating? No.
Oh, what's considered?
But we all know what's considered to be cheating.
Okay.
Dealing with another woman.
Okay.
Or man, if you're a woman, dealing with a second. No. Now, I'll give you a caveat. If I'm at the end of a really horrible relationship, I'm gonna say relationship. If I'm at the end of a horrible situation with a woman, we're about to break up. We let it get ugly.
Sinking ship.
Thank you. A sinking ship.
Yeah.
Then honestly, I have not been in a relationship for I don't know how long. So that ain't cheating if I decide to do anything. By that particular time, neither one of us don't give a fuck about each other anyway. We both on our way out.
That's true.
So whatever the fuck I do, I ain't even worried about you. Whatever the fuck I do, I don't give a fuck. And you shouldn't either. Because it ain't like this shit is, repairable. It's done. It is now a sinking ship. We went from a relationship to a situationship to a sinking ship. And I'm not trying to drown.
You're like, I'm grabbing my lifeboat now.
Peace.
Bye-bye. You can keep going if you want to.
There you go. You can go jump on some other motherfucker's boat if you want to, which you probably already done. I don't give a fuck. Because this, go ahead. I don't shit.
I honestly think that couples just wouldn't even have problems if women weren't so sensitive to certain things that men do.
Like what?
I mean, there's like some women are sensitive to even a man watching porn. Like I've heard women say,
no, I have
he
as well.
cheated on me. He cheated on me. And I'm like, how did he cheat on you? He was like watching porn and looking at girls on Instagram. And I'm like,
I found these crusty tissues in the bathroom trash can. And I think he's, oh my God. Instead of just, I watch porn and fucking jack off to it. Let's get fucking, sometimes you ain't here. You know what I'm saying? So you could be at work right now and the
mood just strikes.
It just fucking strikes. I'll even call you, baby. Get your ass up here right now. Motherfucker, no, I'm at work. Okay. Click. What the fuck you think he wants to do? Just be glad he's not going on a pursuit for that shit in the streets.
There are some women that see that as cheating.
And those women are fucking retards. I'm sorry. They're fucking stupid. Men, you're just as stupid for being with these women.
Men are
because you've been complying with that bullshit.
Men are gonna... They're gonna look at other females.
It's not about even looking at other females.
They're gonna watch porn.
It's, to me, men, you should think the same shit. You just have to understand and just accept the fact whether she does it or whether she doesn't, and she's most likely going to, that she's gonna be looking and admiring other men.
Oh yeah, we're not dead,
right? But guess what? That's the way women treat men.
No.
Y'all, like our dick is dead. We're ruined from any type of fucking sexual attraction from everybody else except for our wives or our girls or whatever. And they
that's
get
supposed
pissed
to be
off.
like that attraction's supposed to be more intense because there's a lot more to it than just sex.
It don't give a fuck.
So,
I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about watching porn.
Oh,
I see
please,
somebody got a fat ass
porn.
with a, right. So I'm just saying, women.
You know you want to break every once in a while.
Oh my God. You getting mad at a man for watching porn is the equivalent of a man getting mad at you from that goddamn rabbit you have hidden in your fucking nightstand and shit that night. You know, wrapped in fucking paper, a towel, so your husband don't know what the fuck it is. Because a lot of these chicks have that shit and their husband don't even know. Yes.
Women hide vibrate.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Of course.
From their.
Yes, their own husbands. Try to, yeah, like we don't know you rubbing one out right now and shit. You got your fucking bullet. What is it? The bullet, the rabbit, the dildo, the fucking like we don't know you had that kind of shit, them toys and shit. You guys, you women go to those fucking damn parties and shit where they sell them. Mm-hmm. What do they call them? Naughty girl parties or whatever?
I don't know. I've never been to one.
Okay, there you go. That's a whole industry for women. Mm-hmm. I mean, now, fellas, you are fucking retards your damn self if you don't think that your woman is, you know, feeling the same way you are when it comes to just getting that urge
but
with another motherfucker. Huh? For real, man. It's some real shit. See, this is what the fuck happens when blunt thoughts turn to blunt talks. This is what happens right here.
You can't even tell me.
You know what I'm saying? But straight up, listen. Let's go ahead and wrap this shit up right now, right?
Yeah, because
we definitely have been on the vibe, but I think you guys kind of know. As far as
you had me quiet for a while. I was just sitting here like, wow. I'm just.
That's what we do. We are 100% raw and honest, period. That's it. You can either take it or leave it. That is why I'm the bitter pill. But it will make you feel better.
Will it?
If you can swallow the fucking pill, yeah. If you can get that motherfucker down your throat, then, you know what I'm saying? I know it's big. I know it's wide. Just get it down your throat, girl. Make you feel better.
Hey, I saw that. I'm totally ignoring you right now. So I saw this post today. It was, oh my God. I don't have it right in front of me. I probably need to find it to share it, but they basically are talking about how women have a list, and their list is like, I want a man that's above 6 foot. He has to be rich and hot, and
right.
He has to be this and this and that and that. And I don't cook or clean.
Right. Pretty much all the things that everything she wants, she is nothing like or nothing near.
Right.
He's Cristal. She's a 40-ounce St. Ives Odie or something like that.
So a bunch of men were like commenting on it and stuff, but I thought it was pretty funny, so I just wanted to say, women, learn how to cook and clean. Just do that. Just do that. Just learn how to cook and clean. Right? Just do that at least.
Shit, and with that being said, I don't know, this might be a part 2 of shit. To be very honest with you, there's some other things we didn't even talk about how hoes is winning and how you actually can turn a hoe into a housewife. Oh, we're gonna say that for another topic.
Anyway,
as it is we, the Mr. BP and
Ms. Jaded.
Yeah, here's the Pill and Jaded Show and pillandjadedshow.com. We definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks a lot, y'all. We just had to get some love to the fucking listeners, okay? Well, we appreciate y'all. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Pill and Jaded Podcast Show. Be sure to subscribe on all the major platforms.